So let's add some links to this left-hand side that would allow us to interact with the elements on the left-hand side. So for instance, here's an example of what that might look like. Notice that we have this left-hand side column that lists several items which we presumably can select, and then on the right-hand side we would see more details of that item selected on the left-hand side. So to do that, notice that we've already actually created a link out of the name or the label of the item label from this list of items, but we don't have uh, any links on the right hand side, which could be used like for manipulating the item, maybe for remove. You want to delete the item, or you want to configure the item, right? You would click and then be able to generate an action for that item, like I could like run or play or click on this cog, and so that I can edit or modify preferences over that item, or click on the item itself, and then perhaps I would navigate to some more details about that particular item. So let's build something like this for this example here. So this is the result of several other examples that you can take a look at in previous videos. But let's start from here. It's on footer linked. I think that was the last example. Let's copy that. It's this one right here, and we're going to create a new example. We'll call it maybe line item links. Right, so let's add some links here. And let's see, let's go to the components, and let's add the cog link to the right hand side of the line item. So the line items are down here. There they are. This is the one that are rendering the line items on the left hand side. We can achieve that by creating another hyperlink with a span that has those cogs. So let's see, we can say a href and add the span for that for the glyphicon that we want to add there. So let's see, for the cog, I believe it's this one right here. We can copy. If we go back and see what it looks like, refresh. Actually, that's not the one we're looking at right now, right? It's the one they call line item links. So let's see, line item links. There we go. Notice the cog that we just added. But we actually want it to display like right about here. So to do that, we can use the class pull right. That pulls it. There we go. Notice how it also happens to be right underneath the plus sign, which is a nice visual cue on how how the page is organized. Let's do that the same thing and just copy that for the rest of all the other line items. Refresh. There we go. Okay, and presumably we might have lots and lots of different elements, so we can copy and paste those. But before we do that, let's add yet another one, right? Maybe notice that in the previous example we saw that there were two elements, right? So let's add another one just to show you how you would lay that out. So let's add yet another glyphicon, and for this time we'll say we want to put the play icon there. So let's refresh. There it is. Notice how they're a little bit too close to each other. So what we could do is to have each one perhaps push away, or maybe have a margin on the left-hand side to pull away the item to its left. Right. So let's see let's see what that might look like. Let's say that this span, or let's see, this is the cog, right? So the cog might have maybe a margin left of 5 pixels, maybe. Let's see how much. Maybe 10 pixels would be better. There we go. So all right, so that we can achieve that layout by adding a margin to the left. And so that means that it would be on all these cogs over here, right? And again, we could use a style to accomplish that. We can say style margin left, maybe 15 pixels, right? And if we refresh, there we go. And obviously we could copy and paste it as many places as we want it, as we need it, and we can refresh that. Okay. And if we want more of these, we can perhaps copy a whole bunch of these. Let's see, let's copy that, and we can paste a whole bunch of these at the bottom, right, for as many as we want. Right, there we go. All right, yeah, I showed you how we can add action links to line items rendered on the left hand side of a page.